Hey, hello everybody, how are you doing? Happy Monday. I hope you're having an amazing day. If not, I hope that from right now, from this moment on, everything starts being completely amazing. Yes, we're finishing July. How's it going? How's it going? How are you ending the month? If you're ending it in the top notch hustle, yes, because August is going to be even better, you know? Okay, so, and if not, don't worry. I mean, just start right now so that August becomes something amazing. It just can always happen. You just can just shift everything from one day to another very easily, yeah? And today, yeah, we're talking about questioning paradigms, yeah? And it's something that is, I think it's very, very, very important. If you get to question everything, then it's fine. No, let me tell you why. The thing is that when we were little, and we were just asking all the time. We were just like questioning everything. We're like, okay, why this, why that? I don't know if that happened to you when we were little. I mean, there comes a time, an age, in which you are like, they tell you, okay, eat your soup, and you're like, why? Well, because it's good for your health. Why? Because of this, and why, and why, and why, and you're asking all the time, right? But I don't know when it happens. You stop asking. You know, you stop asking so much, and it's just because you want to know. You want to know why of the world. I mean, what really makes this happen? What makes life the way that it is? You know, and thank you very much for the ones that are connecting. Of course, very how you doing? And all of the ones. Thank you very much for the ones also that are sending messages, direct messages, questions, and of course we're going to be able to collaborate very soon. We're going to be also having like maybe some collaboration in our live videos, and that's going to be very exciting. Of course we're going to do that. Yes, and thank you very much. I'll give some shout outs in the end. And well, let me just get in the topic. The thing is that if you heard my message yesterday, the video, I was talking a little bit about I don't know if it was in the podcast. Well, let me just tell you. When I was little, I really asked a lot, and as I told you, one of my best friends were actually books. Yes, I read a lot when I was a little kid. I still read a lot. Yeah, but what happened is that my mom, she said that I asked too much. And she said, well, the best thing that I could do is just give you the information right away. It's like, okay, instead of saying, I don't know, she preferred to buy some encyclopedias and buy a lot of books. Whenever I had a question, we just resorted to the books. I think that was an amazing idea. Thank you, Mom, for that. Because then she made me just go and find information. Whenever I had a question, the problem is that I didn't ask her now. You know, I just went directly into reading. I just wanted to read so fast. I just wanted to get into reading as fast as possible, because then I could know more and more and more every single time. So what happened here is that that allowed me to be questioning everything all the time. And I don't know if it happened to you as well, but what happens when people are little, when we have little kids, sometimes we just fall into telling them like, no, don't ask anymore, that's it. It's because that's the way that life is. So we don't push them to ask more and more and more every time, you know? And I think that goes against our nature. I think our nature is actually to just be asking, to be trying to know why of things. And what happens when we go to school is that we stop asking why, because they're just, okay, this is the way things are, this is the way things are, and that's it. We start wondering about things. We stop, wondering about things, like wondering why things happen. And let me tell you, most of the paradigms that we have, most of the ways that we think, they were established by people a long time ago, you know? And that's because that's dictated by your society, by your neighbors, by your friends, by everyone, you know? So everybody's dictating how things are supposed to be done, how you're supposed to interact with people, how business is supposed to be done as well. And sometimes the paradigms or the ways how things are established are the way that the things occurred and happened and worked well 10, 20 years ago, or even more than that, you know? And as we are advancing all the time, you know that, I mean, who would think that, I don't know, 20 years ago, we would be like in a Facebook Live, talking live with other people around the world, you know? It was just like, really? Is that going to happen? We didn't think that was going to occur, and now it's something that daily occurs, you know? So business is just totally different the way that it works right now. And in a few years ago, it wasn't that way. So we need to go evolving all the time. So I am actually asking you and inviting you to question all the paradigms that you have, to question the way that things are in your life. Because maybe, just maybe, if you don't have the results that you want in life, it's just because you really don't have the correct paradigms. You know, that's just the thing. Maybe you're just following some rules that were established a long time ago and they are not applicable at this moment. So just be very careful with that. Be very careful with that. And I'm going to leave you with an example that that Stephen Covey mentioned. Stephen Covey was talking about something that occurred in one of his events. He was giving this talk and his mom was down there. Yes, she was like there in the talk, and she saw a guy talking to another guy all the time, you know, during the conference. I mean, Stephen Covey was talking and she was there just like, oh, why is this guy just interrupting, just saying this? I mean, come on, my son is there and he's amazing, you know. She was all frustrated about it, you know, with that paradigm, with that way that things are supposed to be done, the way that people are supposed to behave during a conference. But then what happened is that at the end, she was mentioning, it's because, you know, I mean, this guy, come on, and so disrespectful. And it's like, oh yeah, it's because they were talking because he's a translator. The other person doesn't know English. So it's like, oh, but until you notice, I mean, she already had made some judgment about it. She had already this negative perception about that person without even having enough information of why things were occurring. So, but that's just one example of, I mean, why sometimes we do the wrong thing, or we think the wrong thing, we send the wrong information, the wrong energy out there just because we don't know, you know. So I invite you, question your paradigms, check if you're right, doing the right thing for the moment, for your life, for everything that you're doing. Okay, so thank you very much for the ones that connected, Anna, Christian, and all the ones over here. Thank you very much. Thank you for that love, for the podcast that we started yesterday. Right now it's going to be in Spanish, but I hope to get started in English soon. Okay, so thank you very much for the ones that connect, of course, and the ones that send messages as well, for the ones that are sharing the videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow again. Okay, bye.